We're here with Chuck Beaver, senior producer of Dead Space. Just played the game. It was awesome. The gravity thing was insane. I don't know how you guys thought of that. How'd you guys get the concept, and how'd you get it working?
Yeah, well, zero gravity, we knew we were going to be science fiction and we were going to be in space on a spaceship. We thought, well, wow, we should like make that as real as possible. So we wanted to be in real space and have real terror. So we turned the gravity off. We thought, let's try that and see what kind of mechanics we can get around that. So it's not hard to turn off gravity, but it's really hard to make it fun. So all the stuff you saw in there with Isaac jumping around and like going from plate to plate, that took a lot of work. So it was a huge amount of R&D involved in that.
Yeah, it looks and functions amazing. The saw blade, just holding it out. The kills are amazing. So what was your, like, how'd you guys come up with the concept? You're like, hey, we're going to do a space game. How did that all come about?
Well, the space game, it's funny, our executive producer, Glenn Schofield, wanted to do a gory sci-fi horror game, a horror genre game, survival horror. And we started with that, and we kind of ended with that. That's like exactly what we produced, right? So he wanted to be in space, so that's where we ended up.
Do we ever meet any other survivors or any other people?
Yeah, so there's a few. It's not like there's a large crowd. There's not like a phalanx of people around. So it starts out with Isaac and a small crew, and then he's pretty quickly separated because we wanted you to be alone and be isolated. But you do run into the other characters every once in a while in the game, and you hear them on the video logs and audio logs.
All right, so it's going to be like survival horror and a lot of strategy, as I noticed with the boulders. The boulders were really fun. So is it going to get more complicated and more strategic throughout the game?
Well, did you feel like that the combat was fairly strategic? Because the ammo is very constrained, and so you cannot waste your ammo, and you cannot like just kind of be sloppy about how you're playing. So if you're a shooter, you're really going to love the game because that's kind of how you get control of it. Is you got to take off arms and limbs with our, we call it strategic dismemberment. So there's a lot of strategy in how you do combat and what you choose to do and which weapons you choose to upgrade.
Yeah, I noticed I can't be like my Halo style, just run and gun. I have to actually think about it because I ran out of ammo and I died.
Exactly, yeah. So you can't like go just empty a clip, but you have to be really useful with your shooting skills and take off arms and limbs. Yeah.
Well, the game was great. Thanks for the interview, and we'll hope to see it out a week before Halloween now, right?
Halloween, October 21st.
All right, thanks so much.
Thanks, you guys.